What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I'm going to get into this topic of Puff Daddy. A lot of people are saying that Puff Daddy is having these legal issues and problems because he pissed off the government. He pissed off Ciroc, or I think what the name of the parent company is called Diageo or something like that. And so these people are coming after him because he pissed them off, right? And so, in my opinion, I think it's they would have come after him anyway, right? Because you don't have to piss off Ciroc, the government, or any of the higher ups. I mean, this was the plan from the start. And I remember watching, like recently, I watched Corey Holcomb, and Corey Holcomb said, like, this government or the people or the powers that be are not going to allow you to prosper and make all this money and then ride off into the sunset. So, with that being said, I agree with that. I believe that because you see that not just with Puff Daddy, who created some enemies in the business, but you see that with a lot of black entertainers. Um, you know, they just when it comes to, like, by the end of your career, like, they build you up all throughout your career, and then at the end of your career, they come to tear you down and tear down your legacy. Now, the way that they tear you down depends on where the chinks are in your armor. So if you're a person like Puff Daddy, and you like partying, and you like women, and you know and indulging in all this other stuff that he got caught indulging in, then they use that to bring you down. If you somebody like go you can go way back to Jack Johnson, the boxer. He also he like partying, and he liked to have the women and stuff like that. So they even made laws up about Jack Johnson, carrying women across the state lines, and they called that the Mann Act, right? And so they made laws up. So it just depends. You can look at Sam Cooke, right? The way he left, like at a motel with a so-called what was it, like a escort, a so-called escort. And so, like, they just find ways to just to break you down, or to get rid of you at the end of the career. Like, once you no longer you're not making money for them. I just, in my opinion, you're not gonna be able to like ride off into the sunset and take that money with you. Um, you're not gonna have like people like generational wealth. Like, like, a lot of times, like your family, once you leave, and you no longer sitting at the table, your family won't be able to reap those benefits, let alone your grandkids. Don't even think about, like, you're going to be able to leave money to your grandkids, because I can't really think of any third generation, like not just the kid, but like the third generation of somebody who was famous, their grandfather, or their, or somebody in their family, like, once that generation leaves, then the next generation behind them is starting over again. And that's just how things have been working. And so I don't know why, people thought it was going to be any different with Puff Daddy. Um, I don't know, like, what's going to happen with Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like, Jay-Z is, people say that Jay-Z might be next. Who knows? I mean, it's a good chance that, like, they might just come after him. It's a good chance, that they might come after Jay-Z. Especially, I think, if you have sons, that really makes it. People may not think so, but I think if you have sons, it's more likely that they're gonna really come after you and try to really destroy your legacy, because they don't want, what I mean, they don't want to see your family or your legacy prosper, and so, yeah. And Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z had daughters, Russell Simmons, if you think about Russell Simmons has daughters, right? But a lot of times, you know, like the girls will be safe, but the boys, and people might think that I'm reaching when you say, you know, when I say this, but if you look at like Bill Cosby lost his son, who else lost a son as an entertainer? You know, like entertainers. I mean, it's oh, what was it? The karate guy, Bruce Lee, Jet Li. He lost his son. You know, his son. You know, that's two generations right there gone. And then when you look at like, you know, they go after the boys. Most of the time, the women in like of your legacy are spared, right? But the boys, the males, you know, so that's something that Puff Daddy got to watch out for. But I think no matter what Puff Daddy did, how he lived, even if he had a you know, I don't think they would allow him to just to walk away and live like a quiet life and you know, and like just ride off into the sunset. I don't think, you know, like I think that it was a plan from the jump. So people say Bill Cosby pissed off NBC when he tried to buy, you know, he pissed off the powers that be when he tried to buy a major television network. So he pissed people off. I don't think that was it. I just think that, you know, like people, it was just time, they just got tired of him, you know, and so they took him down, you know, because they know where the chinks in his armor was. You know, he liked to allegedly he liked to give women those whatever those little things he put in their drinks and stuff like that. And so early in his career, they allow him to get away with it. Same thing with what's the other guy? R. Kelly. Like R. Kelly, they allow him to get away with it early in his career, right? Because I'm telling you, if they had wanted R. Kelly in prison, he would have been in prison the first time he, you know what I mean? The first time those videotapes came out, you know, that stuff, it went away because they wanted it to go away. And it came back because they wanted it to come back. And so, you know, people say, well, you know, what happened to R. Kelly is the people, you know, they just made enough noise and just made a big enough fuss where the government had to or the powers that be had to react to it. And that's not true. You know, like I said, people say that they want R. Kelly's his music catalog. And then you dealing with a business, an industry that make you wait 30 years until you get your like the rights to your music that you create. So going in, like coming in the door, they already have a plan for you. At least a 30-year plan. You know, like where else do you have to wait to like what's yours is yours. You know what I mean? So if you write a song or if you create some music or something, you gotta wait 30 years in order to benefit from it. That's just like when Puff Daddy gave his artists all the rights back to their music. After all these years, Puff Daddy have been making money off of all that music, and now that it's not worth anything, they give it back. So Puff Daddy know that if the major, you know what I mean, like if he do it and he was allowed to do it, that the major companies, you know what I mean, like they've been doing this for years, making you wait 30 years after they done made all they can make off of your music. You know, and then a lot of times maybe the people who make the music, they may not even live long enough 30 years to get their music back. And then so, you know, so it's all a big racket. Puff Daddy understood what the racket was because you know, he ran the same game on other people that they are running on him right now. And so he, you know, if anybody understand how things go, it's Puff Daddy. But I don't think that, you know, no matter what he did, I don't think like it's like a situation where he pissed off Diego, where he pissed off, you know, the owners of Ciroc or the federal government. All of these allegations that are going on surrounding Puff Daddy, everybody knew this for years, man. You know, this has already been out there. So it's not like somebody said, well, a prosecutor said, well, you know, wow, this looked like a good case for me to pick up. They, you know, I mean, I have seen police have raided people's house for way less than, for way less than what Puff Daddy was accused of. So at the first sign, if they want you at the first sign of any trouble, they're gonna come and get you. So I just think that it's his time. They just feel like it's time to to be done with him. And that's what it is. It's not the fact that he pissed anybody off. I think they, no matter, like I said, they'll come at you no matter what, whatever way they need to come at you. It's just that Puff Daddy was just so flamboyant. He lived so flamboyantly that they can make a big salacious case out of this because of the way he lived. If he was the kind of guy that went home every day, straight after work, and he was a family man, then they would have, you know what I mean? If they wanted, they just would have had to find another way. It wouldn't have been a whole bunch of baby oil, they taking pictures of baby oil, or they looking for tapes and stuff like that, because he didn't give them that. He gave them that, and so, that's what that is. But that's my take on it. He didn't piss nobody off. They done with him because they done with him, and that's that. And so yeah, let me know, what you think about my comments. Let me know if you agree, or let me know if you have a different take on this. Let me know if you have a different angle of why you think like the powers that be decided to come after Puff Daddy. And with that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you all out on the next video.